Figured I'd turn my camera on here. I was trying to get my AC working. This is the compressor I had on there. This is one I found at work. And then the compressor that's on it now is from the S10 over there. Put everything in a vacuum and all of them were leaking, right? And I was like, well, what the heck? So I got a bunch of recovered refrigerant from jobs I've done in the past, mixed with oil. You know, it's good stuff to use for a system you don't really care about. My stuff, you know what I mean? So I threw a little bit in there, and when I put all this together, the nut back here, I know there's an O-ring in there, but it was leaking right here. So I just, you know, grabbed some of those guys and tighten them down. It's not leaking anymore. Put it in a vacuum the crap out of it, and opened it back up. I threw some oil. I threw a couple ounces of oil, which I'm using 100. Is it 100? Yeah, 100. I like to use 150 in these old compressors. And higher viscosity, thicker viscosity. And I got every 16 ounces is a pound. So I got, this system takes almost 2 pounds. So statically, it wouldn't even take a pound. So I got to get this system working to, you know, I open up the low side and let it, you know, pull in the refrigerant. When you don't have a machine, this is how you do it, you know. So, and this is like Harbor Freight stuff here. This is just a, I mean, this isn't like Harbor Freight. Like, you can get this stuff at Harbor Freight. This is Master Cool. You know, this is real deal stuff, but you can get this stuff at Harbor Freight is what I was getting at, including the manifold. This is actually an AutoZone. I don't know what brand this is, but anyway, stuff you can do on your own. So I just yanked this harness up out of the dash for those that might be following. I have my rat's nest in here. I'm finally going through and like cleaning things out, figuring what I need. That green wire whole rat's nest was just hanging out in here. I'm getting to the point where I can finally put my glove box insert back in and you know, actually use it as a glove box. So I draped that through there. 2 things I got to do. So my AC kick is pin A12. Well, that's not it. This book's kind of as far as all the inputs and outputs on that extra harness. I gotta figure out what pin it is. Okay, I thought I figured it out. That was the IAC. Maybe that was the IAC kick. They call it the AC kick. I thought that was it, but IAC kick input. This gotta be it. They call it something else, an IAC kick. Whatever. But that was pin 8 on the input and output. It's white with a blue stripe. And I have it set up to take power in. You can do it high, what do you call it? Here we go. It's this wire right here. I know, it's hard to see, but so this wire here is looking for, I have it set up to look for 12 volt signal. When it gets a 12 volt signal, it keeps the engine from dying down. So these 2 wires here are going to go to ground. And then this wire is my 12 volt positive. When this system turns on, it's going to get hooked to this wire. And then that'll tell the Holley the AC's on, the extra draw, and it'll keep the system from dying. At least that's how it's supposed to work. So I'm going to finish hooking all this stuff up. I can't get this to work until I do. I've been using this as a ground right here, the mounting bolt, which, you know, whatever. And that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up with, hopefully I can find some loom. And let me get this together. I'll turn the camera back on and hopefully I can get this system running. These fans are not adequate for the state that I live in. As soon as I come to a stop, my temperature starts rising. So I know darn well these fans are not going to work just sitting here pulling air to get the heat off this condenser. So But it might work for just a little bit of time for me to, you know, get the system charged. And then I'll go for a ride, see if the thing works. I don't even know my condenser could be blocked up. These old trucks are infamous for that. And I've never worked the air conditioning or heat in this truck, so I don't know. Okay, let me finish this wire harness and we'll get this thing jumping and see if we can get it actually cooling down inside the cab. So stay tuned. All right, let's see if I think I have this working. It's just rough for now, you know what I mean? I got the wires kind of hanging out, but I got that ground wire hooked up, that kick wire. Let's see if it even turns on and works. I hope so. I've never used this before, so I'll find out. Says it's on. Let's see if the compressor turned on. Cycling. That's good. Get a fan on that condenser. See if that helps. work yet. That high pressure's up there. I don't have enough air through this. There's just not enough air. These fans suck. I gotta get better fans. Oh, you know what? See, my coolant temperature starts climbing too when I'm at a standstill. I'm gonna try to cram a little more in there. It's supposed to take almost 2 pounds. I'm almost there, but it's not quite there. So I gotta try to cram that in before I overheat the truck, so. Well, we'll see if the high pressure switch works. That compressor's still going. That's 2 pounds. We're good. I'm calling it. Shut this off. Try to. Oh boy. Try to clear the line as much as I can. Alright, I'm shutting it down. It's blowing ice cold. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh yeah. Alright. Everything works, including the key buzzer. Kind of figured that was going to happen. These fans are junk. These are I got them off of Amazon. They don't pull enough CFM. I got to get a higher flowing CFM fan for this to work right. But that's it. I'm happy with this. AC works. So now I got to tape this wire loom up. Put it in a wire loom, I should say. And hopefully this won't leak out on me. Almost everything's new except the compressor. So, which there's probably nothing wrong with those compressors. It was leaking over here. So, I don't know. All right, I'm going to wrap all this up and I'll go for a little ride with the windows up. All right, I got the AC on. I got a block condenser or evaporator. I mean, you don't really feel the air blowing out. All right, I'm gonna try to work the camera and the flashlight at the same time. These trucks are a little unique because they're fan the blower motors right there, and there's a little track up top there where you can actually look through into the evaporator core. Sits, you know, right in this very part here, so you can actually take the blower motor out and look in there and see how dirty it is, and if it's filthy you can clean it and flush it all out, and it works pretty good. So I'm gonna take the blower motor out here. We're gonna inspect that core, show you what to look for. I think mine's like, it's not completely plugged up because I'm getting air through it, but it's not as strong as it should be, and that's you know, these things didn't have filters in them. So let me take this out and we'll see what we can find. All right guys, from what I can tell here, I just took a quick peek in there, took the blower motor out, and you do have to like turn this. It's got flat spots on it. You do have to turn it and wiggle it till you can clear the part up here. But I'm gonna try to put the camera in here to show you guys what's going on. This is gonna be really tough for me to do. Let's see here. So it's not really like caked full of mold and dog hair and stuff. Over there's what do you call it, like tree, you know, leaves and shit like that. So all right, hopefully you can see that. I'm gonna try to dig that stuff out, and I'm gonna hit, I always hit these with like simple green. That usually loosens up any stuff that's, my flashlight's not cooperating. That usually loosens up any junk that's on the core, and you know, that'll help me. All right, this flashlight just ain't working out. And no, it ain't working at all. Sorry guys. All right, anyway, let's see if I can get my hand in here. It's difficult to do. Oh boy. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff that's in there. So I'm gonna get that little bit out, and like I said, I'm gonna hit it with simple green and wash it with a garden hose. And that's about the best I can get. Normally when they're not blowing real good, it's because there's like mold and dog hair and everything coating, and you can't even see the fins in there. And you can get in there with like a little, I use like a small toothbrush style wire brush and just gently comb over it, and it'll take all that stuff off. Like hit it with the simple green, and you know, you don't want to use anything like a purple power or it'll eat away because that's aluminum. But that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to clean that up real quick, and we'll take a look after we're done. All right, I got that much out of there. That's not much. I've seen way worse. I'm going to take a vacuum out of here, or a vacuum in here now, and clean up what's left behind. And I got some simple green in a spray bottle here. That's my vacuum, my little bucket head. Get those at Home Depot. And clean this thing out. So let me get in here and vacuum this thing. All right, try to set this flashlight up so you guys can see this. So this is the tip from my, you know, little sprayer here. And literally all I'm doing is just hosing this thing down. And don't miss any spots. Pretty much it. And then once I got it good and agitated, this is a nylon brush like you can get from, like, you know, it's a detail brush. I'll go in there and scrub it a little bit, break anything loose. Then you literally go in there with a garden hose and rinse it. It won't hurt nothing. You can hear it dripping out of the condensate tube. Oh. Yeah. So as long as it's dripping out of the condensate tube, you pretty much know it's working. So like if you're doing this and it's backing up and overflowing back into here, you know the condensate tube is clogged, and you got to go in there and, like, you know, with a wire or something and jab it free, get all the crap out of it. That's one reason why I vacuum everything, to get all that out of there. So I'm going to continue with this. All right, so here we are. I got the garden hose. You can literally take the garden hose and spray it in there to rinse it out. like I mentioned. As long as she's dripping out the bottom, we're good. So I got some dripping in here. I'm not too sure why it's doing that. It probably could just be because I'm spraying it everywhere. But pretty much what you're going for. You want it clean. As long as that thing's clean, you're gonna have cold AC, or at least air blowing through. All right, let me finish this up. All right, there we go. Got the motor back in there. Everything's hooked up. Let's see what she does. Oh yeah, that's way better. How about defrost? Let's see. I know, don't look like much. See what I can get out of these. All right, anyway, I'll see you driving around tomorrow. My next thing is these fans, these electric fans. This thing's just running hot now. The extra heat from the condenser out front, just heat soaking everything. So I got to figure out what to do out there. I think this is it for tonight, fellas. I'm gonna clean my mess up. And edit this video. This is Thursday, so I'm gonna try to edit this video. I can't use the internet to upload videos till the weekend. So I want to get it uploaded or edited and then ready to be uploaded like Friday night, tomorrow night. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.